Muted for this whole time. Let me start over. When was the last time that you felt inspired and creative and innovative, right? To do things differently, to think about things outside the box. Hi there. I'm Gina Ramirez. I'm starting over because I just realized that I was muted. So we're just going to wing it. We're just going to go with it on this one. I am a licensed therapist and certified health coach, and I talk everything health and wellness related to the mind, the body, and the behavior. Welcome into my Coach's Corner. Today's topic is all about creativity, creating a sacred space that's just for you so that you can hear your intuition, you can hear your gut talking to you and telling you where the next move should be in your life. Where should you go from here? What are you really looking to achieve? What's important to you? Sometimes we just get so bogged down with our own schedules, with the kids and being the mom taxi and doing all the things that we do, right? As moms, some of us, and as professional women, or as both, that we are just busy. Our lives are full, and we don't make that time to just be quiet, just listen, just be in our own body, breathing in inspiration and creativity and breathing out innovation, right? Breathing out new things, birthing new ideas that come to mind. What is the next thing on the horizon for you? Not for your family, not for your kids, not for your partner, but for you. What are you working on? Because here's what I know to be true, friend, is that we are constantly moving. We're either moving toward healthy or we're moving away from healthy. There's no standing still. We're constantly in motion. So I want to caution you into thinking, if you have the mindset of, well, I don't have time for that right now, I'm going to put it off, but I'm doing okay. Okay is not standing still. Again, you're either moving toward your goals healthy or you're moving away from your goals, moving away from healthy. Whether that's with a thought that we have, whether that's what we put in our mouth. And when we think about making space for creativity, how does that happen for you? I wanted to have this discussion because I think for a lot of us, we just kind of block that part out. Oh, I'm not creative. I don't have that gene. I don't like to draw or write or whatever that may be. But, you know, there was a study done on happiness not too long ago, and the researchers looked at people all over the world, people that had no shoes on their feet, no running water, no inside toilets. And what they found was that these people were really happy, really happy. And then they came here to the United States, and guess what? Not so happy. We don't value the same things, go figure. What do we value? Money, looks, productivity, the opposite of what these other people were really valuing, which is so interesting to me that we are on the other end of the spectrum and yet we have so much. So why wouldn't we be happy? Well, what they discovered was there were three things that were in common, that these cultures had in common that were making them really happy. And number one was connection. Like they had really deep connections with people, whether that was with their family or friends, relatives, people down the street. They had close connections, close ties. So that social life account was full for them. Number two, they gave back to their community. So again, in that social realm, they were giving back, which really fueled them spiritually, mentally. If they were doing anything physically with their body while they were giving back, I'm sure they're putting deposits into their life accounts here, right? The third way was this piece of creativity. Like, how are you using your creativity? So I don't want you to block this piece out. And I haven't talked about it in a while. So I wanted to bring it back, this idea of creating a sacred space for yourself, whether that means that you are meditating, whether you're in prayer, just being quiet so that you can hear your own intuition. You can hear your own gut, right? Telling you which direction you should go next. What is it that you want to innovate? What's coming up for you? Where are you headed? And how are you going to get there? How are you going to get there? a little space that's just for you so that you can come home to yourself. But guess what? That little space has to be scheduled. We have to make an effort to pencil our own selves into our own calendar because the world, your family life, your work life is going to suck it out of you, right? It happens to us all the time, but this is the way the world works. It will fill up your time whether you want it to or not. So here's my challenge for you is to schedule in your own sacred space. If you have been thinking about this over time, like, oh my gosh, I do need something that's just mine. I need to dig into my own life and really figure out, what I want out of life, create that sacred space, have a designated time. I want you to know that the 90-day refresh is coming back around, the fall edition of the 90-day refresh for working women. September 1st is when we get started, when the doors open up. So I want to invite you to take a look at that program. If you've been thinking, man, I need a sacred space, I need a space for creativity, a space to listen to my gut, my intuition, what's it really telling me? How do I go about doing that? This is exactly the stuff that we dive into in the 90-day refresh. So take a peek, see if it's for you. Even if it's not for you, you guys take time for yourself today, sometime this week, put it in your calendar, make sure that you have a space that's just yours. All right, my friends, until next time, have a great day.